What is going on, world? Welcome back once again. My name is ZacNovak and this is ZacNovak Plays Games, or Big ZacNovak. In today's video, we got this week's XURS location and inventory. So roll the intro, let's get right into it, and I do hope you certainly enjoy. Alrighty, getting straight into the video. Now XURS is on the EDZ, chilling at the Winding Cove up near the good old shipwreck. Jump on your sparrow once you're spawned in and head up this direction. Fingers crossed, Tentacle Bastards got something good this week. Oh, and I've also got the final this week, Invitation of the 9 for this week, so yay! Alrighty, XURS, this week in itself, it actually is surprisingly decent. Let's start off with something I've been using quite a bit recently, being the Chromatic Fire for the Warlock. 23 legendary shards for this very fun exotic. Now, main perk on it is actually called Crystalline Transistor. Precision kills with your kinetic weapon create an explosion in the element of your equipped subclass. This thing in itself is honestly amazingly good in PvP and seriously actually a lot of fun in PvE. I honestly would say pick this thing up because it is amazing. I definitely use it quite a bit on my Warlock. Secondary perks on it are pretty good. Let's have a look at them. We got Unflinching Bow Aim, Unflinching Fusion Rifle Aim, and Unflinching Kinetic Aim, as well as number 2 we've also got ourselves Scout Rifle Reserves and a Special Ammo Finder. Not too great, but still those perks on it could actually be worse. I will actually state with Special Ammo Finder it is actually pretty decent. I will actually state again, I've still got my one on at the moment, which I've had since I kind of got it way back in the days, and this thing is just it's amazing. Seriously, pick it up if you have not got it. Once again, 23 legendary shards. Moving on, next up though, we've got ourselves the One-Eyed Mask, one of the most OP Titan exotics that was around for Crucible. 23 legendary shards for this nerfed-ish helmet that is actually still pretty decent. I will actually state this thing in itself is still very prevalent in Crucible and is still prevalently good. Main perk on it is actually called Vengeance. Marks the enemy that dares to damage you. Track down and destroy your enemy for increased damage and overshield. This thing in itself, it's just OP. Like, seriously, it is amazing if you are using a sniper, if you are one of those people that just likes to kind of camp around. This thing is seriously going to come in handy. Even if you're someone that likes to just chase down targets, this thing is seriously good. Secondary perks, we've got ourselves Fusion Rifle targeting, hand cannon targeting, and hands-on, as well as number 2, we've also got ourselves Sniper Rifle Reserves and Machine Gun Reserves. This thing itself, very beastly, very powerful. Pick it up if you have not got it in your collection. 23 legendary shards for your Titan. But moving on, next up, we've got ourselves the Radion Flux. 23 legendary shards for this Hunter or Huntress exotic that allows you to be a pole dancer for a lot longer than if you weren't actually wearing it. Main perk is actually called Synapse Junctions. Quick successive attacks with arc staff increase its damage output and duration. This thing is beastly. That's all I've got to say about it. Pick it up because it is a lot of fun. Secondary perks, and we've got ourselves Unflinching Bow, Unflinching Fusion Rifle Aim, and Unflinching Kinetic Aim, as well as number 2 we've also got ourselves Scout Rifle Reserves and Special Ammo Finder. This thing is amazing. It is beastly. Pick it up if you have not got it. 23 legendary shards. Moving on, next up though, to the weapon of the week. This thing being the Sweet Business. It is an exotic that you do actually get through the actual campaign, however in itself being 29 legendary shards for this actual Sweet Business. If you've already gone ahead and actually dismantled your one and do want to try it again, maybe go ahead and pick it up. Unless you actually haven't actually got it before, then go ahead and definitely pick it up. This thing is seriously a lot of fun. For an auto rifle, it is amazing. Main perk on it is actually called Payday. Larger magazine and increased accuracy when firing from the hip. That combined with its secondary trait perk being Business Time, holding down the trigger boosts its weapon's range and rate of fire and automatically loads ammo pickups into the magazine. This thing is beastly. It is fun. pick it up if you have not got it, just because it is amazing and it looks pretty decent by itself anyway. Once again though, 29 legendary shards. Moving on, next up, we've got the consumables. We've got the 5 of Swords challenge card. Now what is this? Well, it allows you to make your challenging nightfalls more challenging by adding challenging modifiers to the already challenged nightfall, by also making that challenging nightfall more challenging with those challenging modifiers, and in turn getting better scores and better loot. This thing in itself is pretty decent. Pick it up because, you know, well, why not? You kind of have it so you can go through and tailor make your nightfalls to the way you want to actually play them. And next up, finally, finishing things off, well, not completely, but this is finishing things off for the actual invitations of the 9. This one is what I should have got last week, however, because I did have that problem where I actually got the same one twice. Yeah, I'm finally able to actually go through and acquire this. Pretty decent, pretty cool. I have to go through and complete 3 quick play matches, 3 competitive, and 3 rumble. Now I play a lot more rumble than I do just, you know, standard competitive, but that in itself is actually pretty cool, pretty decent, and I'm going to go ahead and actually complete that because it allows me to get, you know, that actual lore on the backstory of the game, plus some pretty cool loot and a pretty awesome cutscene. But yeah, I will have an actual separate video on this going up probably a little bit later tonight, or whenever I actually complete this, probably tonight, but yeah. Anyway, you'll see Zor's videos first, but before we do finish things out, let us finally go to the Isochronal Engram, aka the Fated Engram. 97 legendary shards is going to give you an exotic engram you don't already have, or an exotic weapon or armor that you don't already have from your collection, unless you have everything in the collection. Then in itself you'll get a duplicate. That duplicate in itself could probably potentially have some good actual perks on it, on that set of armor, whatever it actually may be. What do I get this week? I get myself a stag. Well, I got a stag already last week, so yeah, I mean, what's this got? We got sniper rifle and full fusion. This hasn't got anything good on it. Well, that is not the worst thing that could happen. It could be definitely worse, but I mean, hey, I mean, that's kind of one of those things that just happens from time to time. I ended up getting myself a stag. However, my stag is already a lot better than what that stag was, but yeah. Anyway, it's been Zor's location and inventory for the weekend. I'll have that video of the invitation of the 9 with the cutscene and all that good stuff going up a little bit later, but hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, click that like button down below, leave a comment, let me know, did you guys actually get anything from Zor? Was it anything decent? Was it something you actually wanted? Did you actually get anything from the good old Fated Engram, aka the Isochronal Engram? Was it something you actually wanted, or was it just something you kind of already had that had better perks, or maybe even worse perks? Let me know in the comment section, do all that good stuff, share the video around, because it seriously helps out the channel, helps out you guys, and helps out other people to actually see my content. But until next time, and the next video should be a little bit later tonight, this is ZacNovak. Wait until I take this guy out and get this little treasure, just because why not collect the loot, it's always fun. But yeah, this has been ZacNovak, Little Zor's location, do all that good stuff. I want to be Sharon like Karen ever. He was Ed Sheeran. But until next time, this is ZacNovak, signing off. Peace out.